photons and quantum physics. And what's your take? What's your take on it?
I think if we can find out what they do, I feel, because you told me that photons are what are they?
I believe photons are, now we gotta look this up after this because it's off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I believe photons are the quantum particle of light.
Of light.
Yeah.
So those are different from any other quantum particles of anything else, like trees. They have different type of quantum particles.
I don't
like, and they're called different. They're called something else, not photons, but they're still like the same.
We gotta look that up because I see what you're saying now. See, I'm like well studied in general science knowledge, but something like that is like you just make me think of something. I don't know if, because there's microscopic particles for everything, but a quantum particle is below that. I think whatever quantum particles build, I don't even necessarily know if quantum particles build anything. I think they exist inside
of the, what you call it, the
other things. I think what you might want to study is atoms. Is atoms, and see what is their relationship to quantum particles and light. But what interests me is in vacuum space, where they say particles pop in and out of existence. What I'm wondering is, are they already there? They're just in, and these. Look, I'll combine the videos in KindMaster, so it's all good that happens. So look, I am curious if none of those particles pop in and out of existence, if they're already in existence and they're flowing through some type of grid or net. You get what I'm saying?
They come in and out of existence, right?
Yeah, in vacuum space, particles pop in and out of existence.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but we'll see, why would they be spawning? What if they were already there and somehow there's
can you track them?
Oh, I'm trying to explain what. It's hard to explain things in human language that are. It is. It's so hard. Now imagine whoever had to invent language in the first place.
Exactly.
That's
why, because when we get to a place like that where we can't explain anything, that's when God comes in. It just makes it so easy.
Man. Now imagine how much information it would take. Say there was a God to process, because I'll tell you something. Have you ever seen that we have an observable universe? There's a limit to how much we can see out there. So even that number we can't quantify. But we're looking at big objects, galaxies and stars when we're calculating this. But if you took, I think Planck length is like the smallest length of space. If we just wrote a number starting at 1 and added zeros, every zero we add, the number becomes, that 1 0, it becomes ridiculous the more it's added to a number. Really? So we could stretch that number we could write down so tiny, and if it filled the entire observable universe with its length, that's a number that represents a quantity bigger than everything we can see manyfold, and we can conceive how that could be created. You get me? And whatever type of God or deity or whatever's running this program, if it can perceive something like that, then that intelligence is on a way huger level, than what it's on a way different playing field. But to think that we are the biggest observer in events, I think is foolish. Because, I know what we know about consciousness, but again, what don't we know? I feel like there are many intersecting grades of reality that it takes to build this thing, and we're only
What would be the best course to get into if I do want to learn about atoms and particles?
Oh, man, I would just use Google. Just read whatever you feel like. Oh, shit, that's one science article, one written set of explanations always leads to another. I don't believe in like the fixed learning process where it's like sit down here. Your brain's gonna guide you to what you want to know.
Right.
You get me? So
just start somewhere. It's gonna lead to the answer.
yeah.
Because the first place you start is not gonna be the first. It's not gonna be the answer, basically.
Well, I think the question in your brain is something that hasn't been solved yet.
No, it hasn't.
So if you gotta know whatever sequence of events it takes to culminate at that point where you solve it, you gotta start with the question. You see what I'm saying?
Trying to solve something. Sickness.
I think we can solve all of that, but we don't have a research lab. And
No, we don't.
We're cut off from peer review, from the greater scientific community.
Trying to find a way to like get real truth, real facts, because I feel like even searching stuff on Google, there's some stuff still hidden from us.
Everything's hidden that we don't know.
Will it make me a bad person if I try to go on the dark web to try to get real truth and real facts? Because I think that's where it lies at.
On the dark web,
Yeah.
I would say this. I think it's in Google, bro. The dark web is where motherfuckers go to buy fucking drugs.
I thought it was for more than just drugs and bad shit. I thought it was for like secret knowledge and shit too.
Nah, they're not gonna hide it on the dark web. So secret knowledge is in our head. We just gotta unlock that shit. Like, we just gotta unlock that shit. But what's hard is like, there's a greater peer review community in science. So what in philosophy and whatever that is, I think it's locked in the academic sections of universities. So we're cut off from that. So even if you solve what you were looking for, you don't have someone to confide in. You don't have that greater community to be like, you know what, you're right, you solved this.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's a tragedy, but that's why.
I mean, I kind of do because one of my friends is a college professor.
So he can tell you.
Yeah, he's a mathematician.
So he would know for a fact if you solved the missing link between quantum physics and general relativity.
He wouldn't know, but he could probably take me to a person.
So look,
in that school.
we gotta fuck with him now. You know what I'm saying?
He's one of my best friends. He's the one that I sent to that problem that couldn't be solved. And he wants a prize from me when he solved it. He told me.
Can I get 2 separate orders?
Oh no, one. I forgot my fucking wallet. Yeah.
Alright, it'll be on one. Can I get a garlic and butter bacon Buford with